Hey guys, it's the Video Gamer 101 here, and today I want to review a book that I got yesterday, or I guess two books, because it is a box set of two books, and I got a Ollie's Bargain Outlet, something that I've wanted for a while. It is William Shakespeare, The Complete Works, and a companion guide together with Who's Who in Shakespeare. So here's a side of it. I got it for 20 bucks. Ollie's Bargain Outlet, and I think it's pretty cool. Worth the press, The Complete Works, and a companion guide together with Who's Who in Shakespeare. And there's a picture of both books, and then a quote by D.H. Lawrence. When I read Shakespeare, I'm struck with wonder that such trivial people show muse and thunder in such lovely language. I wonder if he got inspired by Shakespeare to write that. And he was born in 1885 and died in 1930. Not Shakespeare, but the other guy. Within this tone, arguably the greatest and most read books in the English language, you will read and understand why men such as Lawrence, the quote I just read, lauded Shakespeare so. All his plays, poems, and sonnets are collected here for your enjoyment. Elegantly reset text is enlivened with newly colored images. There's a new introduction and a section on Shakespeare quotations in common use today. Lose yourself in the works of the man that Ben Jonson described as a sweet swan of Avon, and who also praised Shakespeare, saying, he was not of age, but for all time. And then there are the two books. And I took a look at it last night. I opened it up on the way home. I went on a little road trip. Alright. Here's the first book. William Shakespeare, 1564 to 1616, The Complete Works with 500-line illustrations. I found that really cool. Maybe someday this might be a collectible, because other than Ollie's Bargain Outlet, I have not seen this anywhere else. Alright. William Shakespeare, Infinite Faculty. Shakespeare is probably the most widely read author in the world, from students to book clubs, and from amateur and professional stage performances to film adaptations. His works are enjoyed on many levels. In this one volume, you will find 37 plays, 6 poems, and all of his sonnets. Whether you prefer the histories, tragedies, or comedies, you will find all of the Shakespeare you will ever need in this one volume. And then a quote here. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have the exits and the entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. As you like it, Act 2, Scene 7. Alright. Here you go. You get a little timeline here. And I think it's the same on the back, too. Yep, it is. And that's cool. It tells. Oh yeah, I just realized it tells you like the chronological order in which the books were written. I mean the plays and the poems. All right. Yeah, these are nice illustrations. There's Mr. Shakespeare himself. Alright, so, as far as I know, he did 39 plays, and I looked it up, 2 are not included. So you get John Aubrey's William Shakespeare, Emerson, Shakespeare in the poem. This is all introduction stuff. Sir John Gilbert, illustrator and painter, quotations from Shakespeare in everyday use, selected bibliography, dedication for the first folio. So the plays you get are the first part of King Henry VI, the second part of King Henry VI, the third part of King Henry VI, King Richard III, Titus and Maniganius, the Comedy of Errors, The Two Gentlemen of Verona, Love, Slavery, Loss, Romeo and Juliet, A Midsummer Night's Dream, King John, The Taming of the Shrew, King Richard II, The Merchant of Venice, the first part of King Henry IV, the second part of King Henry IV, King Henry V, Much Ado About Nothing, The Merry Wives of Windsor, and Julius Caesar, As You Like It, 12th Night, or What You Will, Hamlet, Prince of Denmark, Troilus and Cressida, All Is Well That Ends Well, Measure for Measure, Othello, The Moor of Venice, Macbeth, King Lear, Antony and Cleopatra, Coriolanus, Timon of Athens, I think it's a Timon or Timon or something, sorry if I say that wrong, for all your Shakespeare nerds out there. Versailles, Prince of Tyre, Cymbeline, The Winter's Tale, The Tempest, and King Henry VIII in poems and sonnets. Venus and Adonis, Lucrece, sonnets. Yeah, you get all sonnets and all his poems. The Lover's Complaint, The Passion of Pilgrim, sonnets of sunny notes of music, The Phoenix and Turtle, and you also get a scene from Sir Thomas More, and glossary. So I'll just show you. So yeah, you get a lot of illustrations, and I know like some of the Shakespeare Barnes and Noble, the Barnes and Noble edition has over like 1,200 pages, but this one is actually like 700 pages, and it looks like it could be bigger, but nope. The only one I've really read for school is okay. I read two. I read Romeo and Juliet my freshman year, and I read Julius Caesar my sophomore year, and they're both really good plays. Alright, so that's the first book. And then the second book is really cool. William Shakespeare, 1564 to 1616, a companion guide to his life and achievements, together with Who's Who in Shakespeare, the characters' proper names and sources of all the plays and poems. Yeah. Here's the side of it. In the back it says, William Shakespeare, Eminent Faculty. This inspiring and well-illustrated book encapsulates the glory of an amazing man, exploring his life, his works, plays, poems, and sonnets. That's good. Plus this incredible use and invention of language. Few people can have ever been so renowned across international divides for such a remarkable length of time, with no sign of any diminishment in enthusiasm as the centuries pass. So this basically is biographies and, behind the scenes and summaries. Alright, here's your contents. Introduction to Genius, discovering the man and the mysteries, plays in the poetry, gallery, memorable characters, places in his life and plays, words and phrases coined by Shakespeare, quotes and extracts Shakespeare in the media, intriguing facts and figures of Bard's times and timeline, all around the world, history in the making, bibliography and further reading, index and who's who. Yeah? Yeah, so. There you go. Here's some of the pages. That's a Globe. No, the Swan, I guess. That might be the Globe Theater. Places in his life and plays. Here's some pictures from movies. I never even knew the man 1936 movie of Romeo and Juliet. That's pretty cool. Three Witches. Okay, these are from the 80s. These are mostly paintings. Here's some more stuff. Poems. His life. Yeah. So, anyway, I think this is a really good set, and if you want a good prize to get for everything Shakespeare, plus a little bonus about his life and achievements and who's who in Shakespeare, then go over to Ollie's Bargain Outlet, and I don't know where they are, wherever you live. Go see if they have it. It's a good deal for a lot of reading. Now, I've got some Shakespeare to do. To read Shakespeare or not to read Shakespeare? That is the question. Bye, guys.